Hello students, I welcome you back in the chapter of directing with the communication element. In our earlier videos, we have studied about the motivation and leadership. So let's continue with communication. Communication in our daily routine, we use the word most of the times. But can anyone describe me that what do we mean by the communication? So communication basically it is exchange of ideas, views, feelings and facts. What I am doing with you, that is communicating. It's not like that ki when we are talking face to face, this is only the kind of communication. No, communication is exchange of ideas, views, facts, feelings in any way. Either I used to communicate in writing or in oral form. So if you go through the dictionary meaning, that you will get that this word is derived from the communist, which means something common. So how a communication is an element in the directing function, let's see to it. Communication, for communicating there are the various elements. One is sender. I want to communicate my thoughts. I am the sender, which I'm representing to the source of communication. What I want to communicate, I'm speaking to you. I'm telling my ideas. I'm telling my feelings, information, order, message. Means element means with the help of these any information will be called a communication. So there must, for a communication, there must be a sender. Definitely there must be a message. Whatever I am thinking, I'm converting my thoughts into the words. That is encoding. So encoding is a process of converting the message into communication symbols, maybe the words, maybe the pictures, maybe the gestures. And for communicating to you, I will use any media. If we are in the actual class, we are attending face-to-face classes, so the media is face-to-face conversation. Now that the conversation, the media of conversation is YouTube or the videos. Now what you have listened to my words, listen to my videos. Whatever you have listened, you are converting my words into your thoughts. Whatever you have listened to me, I'm just conveying the words. I'm just speaking the words. What your mind is doing, your mind is converting my words into the thoughts, my symbols into the thoughts. That is a decoding process. Encoding was when the sender is converting his or her thoughts into the words. And decoding is when the receiver is converting the words into the thoughts. So definitely there must be some receiver. So the person who receives the communication of the sender is receiver. Now the receiver will, until and unless, will not give any feedback to the sender, the communication process will not be completed. As I am making videos to you for you, but I'm not getting any uh, feedback from you people, that means my communication process is incomplete. So definitely for a communication process is to be completed, there must be some feedback. And when the person gets the message, there may be the several reasons that the person is not able to give the feedback. Among those several reasons, one is noise. What do we mean by noise? That means some obstruction or hindrance to communication. This hindrance may be caused due to sender, message, or the receiver. Here I have some examples for the noise, that these are the symbols may be ambiguous, that means it may not be clear. A poor telephone connection may be there. An inattentive receiver, the receiver is having attention at in other fields. फॉल्टी डिकोडिंग, मैंने जो कहा आपने उसको गलत तरीके से लिया, और गलत तरीके से लिया जब तक आपने उसको क्लैरिफाई नहीं किया, that communication will not be completed. Prejudice, obstructing the poor understanding, आपके दिमाग में कुछ और चल रहा है, you have created a pre-assumption and you have taken my words with those pre-assumptions and you are not able to get what I want to convey you. And the next one is gestures and postures that may distort the message. Here I have a picture sharing you with that how the communication process goes on, or the what are the various elements, that these elements are the part of the communication process. The sender is there, message is there, encoding, and while encoding there may be noise, media may not be actual or decoding, then the receiver is there. So this communication may be formal and informal. We are very much clear about the words formal and the informal. We have studied these two words in the chapter of organizing also. So formal communication means which flows through the official channels designed in the organizational chart. Means top will communicate to the middle will communicate to the operatory level. So this is a formal. It is not like that ki top will communicate to the middle and middle will communicate to the operatory. Only this will be the formal. That when the communication goes to the reverse side, that means operatory level will communicate to the middle level and middle level will communicate to the top level also. This will also be a formal communication. How it will take place, we are going to study in our next slides. And this formal communication may be oral as well as written. And this communication can be further classified as vertical and horizontal communication. So vertical communication means which flows vertically, upward or downward. Just now I have given example when top will communicate to the middle and middle will communicate to the operatory level. This will be the downward communication. Top से information नीचे आ रही है, तो this will be the downward. When the operatory will communicate to the middle and middle will communicate to the top, this will be a upward communication. And here you will be able to get the few examples of upward communication and downward communication. The examples of upward communication are granting of leave or submission of progress report, etc. And downward communication are sending any notice to employee to attend a meeting or ordering to some subordinates. The next one is horizontal or lateral communication, which take place between one division and another division, or I may say that one department and other department. So the pattern through which the communication flows within the organization is generally indicated through is called the communication network. So it's all for the day. We will meet you I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.